Hello, hello, my friends. It is Friday, October 27th, and I was going to pull from this one today, but I kept getting this nagging feeling that we need to do this one again. So we're pulling from Shamans Dream again instead of Mystical Wisdom for our phrase. So let's see what we've got and if the nagging feeling was correct. So we have Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain. We have the Sky Dancers, Surrender, and we have Many Masks, the Authentic Self. I feel like this is for someone in particular, so let's dig in. Thank you, Grandma. Yeah, knocking this out before I dry the dreads. Okay, honestly, this one might be a little bit for me, so if you've been going through a rough patch recently, this is for us right now. Okay, so Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain. This is a reminder to look for the lesson to be learned, the silver lining, making peace with certain pains, if that makes sense. Embracing them as a natural part of life and part of the process, and looking to find the positive, or like I said, the silver lining, or the next thing coming, and gravitating towards that and using that for comfort as opposed to wallowing in the negativity and the hurt. Now, this could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be a relationship, it could be internal things that you're working on within yourself. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is accept that some things are just going to sting, some things are going to hurt. Look for the silver lining in those things and try to wrap yourself up with the thin lines of positivity you can find, or the lessons to be learned, as opposed to the pain and hurt, or wallowing over the loss, or the grief, or the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, okay? Sky Dancers, Surrender is along the same thread. Sometimes we just have to give ourselves over to the cosmic tide of how things are going. We can't really fully control it, so we have to just let the current carry us. Specifically, this is in regards to if you've been going through a rough patch, feeling the sads, feeling depressed, feeling like you can't control the situation and it's sucking you deeper down. Now, I'm absolutely not saying to surrender to the depression, but just surrender to the fact that this is something that is right now. It's beyond your control. Let's focus on what good can come of it. Similar to the last card, looking for that silver line. Instead of thinking things in a sense of, oh, woe is me and everything is going wrong, what is the good thing that is coming with this thing that feels bad or is perceived to be bad right now? For example, let's say you're in a relationship that's not that great. And if you are at the end of it, it probably hurts. It sucks. It might be getting to you, even though it wasn't a great relationship and it probably needed to go. Again, just an example, pulling this out of thin air. Okay, calm down. Instead of focusing on the pain of it and the past of it and the shoulda, coulda, woulda of it, think of the things you are now benefiting, the things you are now free to do, or the things you are now free from now that you're away from this relationship or whatever the situation was. You understand? So maybe it sucks and you don't want to be single and that part hurts. But then again, maybe this person was wasting all your savings money. Maybe they were maxing out your credit cards. Maybe they were mooching, whatever the case may be. It wasn't solid, and now you can see it for what it is. Just accept it. Don't torture yourself about it, okay? Many Masks, the Authentic Self. Sometimes we have to mask up to fit in, and there have been polls where I encourage some of you to go ahead and put on the mask you need to do what you need to do. Get that next promotion, move to that next line of work, whatever it is. You got to fake it till you make it sometimes. This right here is me masking up and faking it. Inside, I am falling apart, which reminds me, I do want to say thank you to everyone who has contributed, shared the content, shared the links, contributed to the GFM, placed orders, sent contributions. It is all appreciated. I appreciate it. I'm trying to hold on here and just make it to December. Every little bit counts. So thank everyone that is contributing. It's all going to the bills. I personally am more concerned with the fact that my kids are crying themselves to sleep at night because they don't know what's happening next, more than the fact that my cervical cancer issue is getting worse and there's nothing I can do about it. That's secondary to me right now. Right now, I'm just trying to make sure that the kids have a roof for the next couple of months while I try to get everything else scaled up and going. So thank you for everyone that is helping. Anyway, this is a reminder that it's time to get back to yourself. So maybe you've been wearing those masks 24/7. Maybe it's time to take a breather. Let your skin breathe, metaphorically speaking. We're talking more about your inside, your soul, your spirit. Let that out. Let your true self out for a little bit so that you can remember who that is. Reconnect to your authentic self before you put that mask back on. Just like Jim Carrey, right? You use the mask too much and suddenly it takes over, and now that's your new personality, whether you wanted it or not. So this is a reminder / warning to go ahead and take it off sometimes and reconnect with who you are. Don't get too lost in the mask you're putting on in order to make it through the day. Right now, we want to feel, we want to process, we want to reconnect with the baseline of who our authentic self is, and we want to apply the lessons and the positive takeaways from whatever crap we're going through, and just realigning all of that inside before we continue forward with the new paths, new beginnings, new lives that are on the way. All right. They are coming. Better things are coming. They're on the horizon. But, we've always got to do a little bit of work before the good stuff comes, right? Got to do the crunches if you want the 6-pack. Time for me to blow dry the locks. Happy Friday.